Shooting guard, 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards.
What better for a Tuesday evening than a little NBA action on 2K Sports? Here with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Let's take a look at our starters for Denver. We've got LeBron James. He's out there with Mobley, and it's Man in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, Jackson out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Anthony Edwards. Tip-off goes to Denver. With a good chunk of the season in the books, Richard, are you keeping an eye on the trade deadline coming up?
Yeah, it's not too far away to start throwing some of those ideas into the good old trade machine. But I like to be respectful to the players and not speculate too much. There's a lot more involved than just moving players. When you're looking at top pick-and-roll partners, Mobley is squarely in that discussion.
Jackson, the screen, takes it inside.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Havlicek, guarded by Edwards. Havlicek passes to Camby. Clock at 6. Denver moving it around. Here's James. And the shot falls short that time. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And he lays it up and in.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Soft touch off the glass. 6 points for him.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked about what he was planning to do about the athletic and energetic Evan Mobley. Coach said, my guys have studied the reports, we've reviewed the film, we are as prepared for him as we can be. Now, if our whole team could also grow another 3 inches, then we'd really be in good shape. Coach had jokes, but he also has a plan. Back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Stripped it away. And Denver pushing it up now. Here's James. Tatum with some nice D.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And finished off by Tatum.
Tatum reminding the defense, like, yo, you cannot stop him.
Here's Havlicek. And the layup is good off the glass.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Nuggets trail by 6. Man, the pass to Mobley. Here's the pick. Here's Havlicek. Shoots it from the high post. The rebound by Jason Tatum.
Usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And Grant, David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A., basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
So it's Los Angeles now, following that last three-pointer by Denver. Takes a 13-footer. Mobley grabs the board. And so it's Mobley with it. He brings it up for Denver. It's a 3-point game. His man. That misses. And a chance to tie it. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Jackson, the screen. And Edwards slams it in.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
Nuggets trail by 5. Here's James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
The story so far has been their mid-range shooting. The analytics might not like it, but elite offenses still knock it down from that area.
Man, they're just having their way, bullying the other team in the painted area, imposing their will down there whenever they want.
Now here's Edwards doing damage on offense. He's averaging about 29.5 a game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one's good for 2.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Nuggets trail by 5. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 8 so far. So David Adelman's decided to call timeout here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. For the Nuggets, Achua comes in for Evan Mobley, and Buzelis is subbed in for James. Anderson finds Achua. Fires for 3. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Van Horn. Antetokounmpo covering. Russell, the pass to Van Horn. That falls. Nice assist by Russell.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
1:14 left in the first quarter of the game. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Denver making a change here.
Denver substitution, number 10, John Havlicek.
1:09 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Havlicek. Here's Buzelis. 5 on the clock. Misses the 3.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit. And despite the turnovers, they're winning this game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Porzingis is checked in. Nuggets trail by 5. Anderson passes to Van Horn. And again, it's Denver missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone a fantastic 8 of 11 so far. It's Edwards with a drive. Basket counts.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Denver's gone 1 of 4 from deep. 3. Second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Van Horn, the pass to Anderson, to the inside, and he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And he banks in the layup. He's got 12.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Havlicek. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
Los Angeles leading by 7 on the court for Denver. We've got Buzelis, and it's Havlicek in a 2-guard. Simmons can't get it to drop. The Nuggets shooting just 33% so far in this game. Shoots a fadeaway. Havlicek's shot is off. The Lakers shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Porzingis with a screen on Anderson. Here's Lewis. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Nuggets trail by 7. Steps back. Here's Russell. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. Anderson against Simmons. Anderson passes to Russell. Drops in the three. Russell's got 5.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
They've done a lot of good things today. But one area they need to improve is their ball security.
Nuggets trail by 4. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Russell from downtown. He buries it from 3. Russell's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Here's Walsh, still without a bucket. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And a new group getting ready for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Jason Tatum comes in for Walsh. Anthony Edwards is checked in for Powell. And Irving is subbed in for Ben Simmons. And a switch here also for Denver. James is checked in for Buzelis. The shot by Russell, no good.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Anderson passes to Russell. And there's Anderson. That one's good. On the assist by Russell.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And here's Edwards. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Mobley's checked in. The Nuggets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Russell against Irving. Russell into the lane. And then Russell with the dunk.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's off on the layup. And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 12-4 run. The shot by Russell, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Inside. Giannis throws it down.
Got to appreciate the decisiveness of Giannis. Rolling with purpose after setting the screen.
James against Tatum. James, it's... Wow! LeBron making some noise.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. Tatum passes to Antetokounmpo. There's a screen. Here's Lewis, covered by Mobley. That shot is good, Lewis. And in recent years, we've seen the value of 3-and-D wings skyrocket, Richard.
And that trend came right about the end of my career, so I never got to cash in on one of those big 3-and-Ds, but I did win a championship playing that role, so, you know, there's that.
That shot wide open. James has got 5 points in the quarter.
And they're trending in the right direction after a rough first quarter from the field.
The Lakers trail. Edwards with it. Screen by Antetokounmpo. On the take, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, another highlight reel play from Anthony Edwards. Oh, this guy is fun.
Pass to Havlicek. Back to Russell. Here's Van Horn. Launches a three. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Russell's got his 3rd assist of the night. And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Powell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Lakers trail by 3. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Giannis Antetokounmpo talked about what keeps him going. He said the most important thing is to stay humble. At the end of the day, I realized that I wasn't supposed to be here. I'm just happy, and I always want to be better and do better for my team. And that's what gives me joy. Back over to you.
You got to respect that mindset. Allie. We appreciate the report.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Edwards. Edwards with some muscle.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Man, the pass to Mobley. Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
That's great anticipation and accuracy by Mobley to set up his teammate.
1:03 left in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
And finding his teammate in stride, he led his guy perfectly.
Man with it, working on Powell. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Russell against Edwards. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
Oh, keep feeding him. This man's on fire.
Here comes LeBron. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
He's looking much more confident here in the second quarter as far as his scoring goes.
Tatum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Now here's Powell. Just 5 to shoot. From the line. With 1 on the clock. Antetokounmpo can't connect. And James launches it from deep. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Denver leading by 4. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hey folks, welcome. The Lakers wrap up the first half in what's been a closely contested game so far.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position. Aggressively go after the ball, Ernie.
If they come. And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
I always like to play other good teams. To be the best, you have to beat the best. We'll see if they accept.
And that's a wrap on halftime.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. We've got Nicholas Claxton, Jason Tatum out there with Jackson. Then there's Edwards. That's the Laker 5. Back to Claxton. Some solid defense from James.
Nice contest, a high level of energy. That's how you play defense.
Mobley. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Jones, he's checked in for Tatum.
Number 23.
Lakers trail by 4. Pass to Claxton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jackson. Denver grabs the miss.
That is not a bad decision to pull it from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Man, misses. Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. Pass to Edwards. And there's the drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, momentum and commitment on the drive from Edwards. Going inside and running right into a foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And both free throws good for Edwards.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
Denver has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. James outside. To the middle. And stolen by Claxton. Outside Edwards for the tie. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Such long arms. Mobley is tough to do anything against. That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
James passes to Havlicek. And so he draws the foul. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's pretty.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
The first one falls. It's both from the stripe. Lakers trail by 4. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game. Like this. Give a good player a good look, and you know what the outcome will be.
And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Crafty move. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And Edwards' teammates encourage him to be aggressive because when he is, he forces the defense's hand.
Some changes for Los Angeles. Porzingis has checked in for Claxton, and Tari Eason subbed in for Jones. And both free throws good for Edwards. The Nuggets have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Pass to Havlicek. Here's Camby. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Lakers trail by 4. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Denver leading by 4. Here's James. 11 points in the game. Doesn't go for him. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And the block shot turns into a shooting foul. So the defensive effort there a bit too much, as the officials will send him to the line to shoot free throws. Los Angeles shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Well, we know Edwards has an impressive skill set, but what really separates him is the competitive edge that he plays with.
And both free throws good for Edwards.
Staring at this deficit, they're trying to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line.
Mobley outside. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third, and that one drops. Havlicek's got 4 points this quarter.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Outside Easton. Pass to Jackson. Porzingis sets a screen. Edwards, a pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Edwards. And here's Jackson. To the paint. And the dunk by Jackson.
A big target with good hands. Jackson doing damage in the pick and roll.
Denver in the lead. And the pass to Mobley. Denver moving it around. They set a pick. Here's Havlicek. Banked it in off the glass. Havlicek's got 8 points.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes now for the Lakers. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Jason Tatum comes in for Jaren Jackson Jr. And it's Powell in for Anthony Edwards. For Denver, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Outside, Anderson. Pass to Van Horn. 6 to shoot. Here's James. From outside the arc. He drops it from range. He's got 10.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And a nice finish on the layup.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
The Nuggets lead by 3. Here's Anderson. What a terrific move that is.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Six on the shot clock. Tatum with a screen. LeBron with the rebound. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Pass to Anderson. James outside, inside. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Buzelis, defended by Eason. Outside, Anderson. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's a 9-point Denver lead.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. And so it's Denver. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter, and they've racked up a ton. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Denver looking at who they've got to start the fourth. We've got Buzelis, and it's Van Horn in at the center position. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Anderson. And he makes it. 22 points for him.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
He's going to keep putting up shots regardless of the score. That's the kind of player he is.
Fires in the triple.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
That shot is good, Lewis.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Russell against Tatum. It's Russell on the drive. And then Russell with the dunk.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hanging up there like that. The Nuggets lead by 12. To the middle. Kicks it out to Anderson. Jacks up a three. And out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. Jackson, he's checked in for the Lakers. Anthony Edwards comes in for Wells. And Denver with a change here, too. James is checked in. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. The Lakers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Tatum from long range. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Denver has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Anderson can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 9. Tatum on the drive. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Exploding at the rim. Tatum shows you the right way to finish off the drive.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Honestly, if you're the defense, you should be ashamed not coming up with this. Deal on that pass.
And Los Angeles making a change here. Simmons is checked in. And Denver with a change here too. Mobley's checked in. Here's Edwards. And it's Denver with a rebound. Mobley's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lets the 3 fly. Nails it from beyond the arc. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
Okay, Evan Mobley quickly taking the pull-up shot.
Simmons against Russell. And Simmons, here we go. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Denver.
They're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Porzingis is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Back to man. Oh, sweet move. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Jackson finds Simmons. James against Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Mobley passes to James. No good on the shot. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Edwards. Here's a pass to Tatum. Stolen. And Denver pushing it up now. Right side man. James against Edwards. 5 to shoot. Porzingis there for the rebound.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Now here's Edwards. He's guarded by man. Oh, it's off! Denver leading by 8. James, left side. Here's Havlicek, defended by Jackson. Now James.
2 minutes remain in this ball.
Oh, the drop pass, and he dunks it down.
The BA, when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing us. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
James against Tatum. Now Mobley. James deciding where to go with it. And rebounded by Tatum. Lakers trail by 12. And we've got 1:18 left to play in the fourth quarter. Lays it in easily.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Nuggets.
Seemed like the sheer volume of three-pointers today was the deciding factor.
And they'd hit one and then just dial it up again. And it worked.
And they earned win number 9. Each win so important in this league. Antetokounmpo. Oh, no good again that time. And Denver has possession. Outside Mobley. James inside. Jackson on him. Yes, sir! That one goes!
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here we go, all alone. And the breakaway jam. A thing of beauty. And here's Denver. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Number 4, second personal foul. First team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for the Nuggets, Trey Mann. 2 shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. So no problem for Denver as they get the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Now, shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the